Hey lads, so I just thought I would make this Zoom video, which I'm a couple of minutes late for, so I'm not sure if any of you actually tried to jump on the call live, but I'm recording it because I wanted to show you guys a bit more in depth. I obviously went over the ideal client form and your irresistible offer too fast. I didn't go into it in enough detail, so that's my mistake, and I will go over some of those things now. So I'm going to try to share my screen so I can record going over the document physically. So just bear with us for a sec while I figure this shit out. So let's start with the dream client identification. So dream client, name it whatever you want. You could name this, so let's call it, actually what I might be able to do is I might be able to actually open my one of mine and show you one of mine. Actually, that might be, now let's do one of yours. Let's use you, Brad, or let's use an electrician as an example what you could be looking for. So you could be looking for regular domestic client, age, 30 to 50. You're looking for male and female, demographic. I mean, some of these things repeat themselves, but it's you're looking for that middle class sort of thing. Income, you're obviously not looking for 0 to 100 grand. You're looking for more like anyone earning maybe 60 to maybe 100K. 60 to 100K. People earning over 100K aren't your average middle class general. They still are. It just depends. You might be able to go to 150K. Just depends. Usually these are business owners or doctors or lawyers. That's pretty much the only people making 150K these days. So profession, we're just talking working class, regular domestic customers. So you just always got to remember these things are focused on the customer. They are not focused on you. And that's what I found a lot of you guys were trying to think of when it comes to filling this out. I saw a lot of answers that were back at you rather than to your customers. So children, yeah, absolutely. 2+. Most of the people in this class are going to be 2+. What are their likes and dislikes? So that's my alarm to say do this call. What are their likes and dislikes? So they like, I don't know, home improvement. What else are they interested in? So for me, when I was looking for tradies, I'm saying they like motorsport. They like NRL, AFL, extreme sport. They like camping, fishing, four-wheel driving, outdoorsing, fucking all of that sort of stuff is what you guys like, and that's what I would put in mine. But for you, you're looking for your client, so you're just always trying to think, getting into the mind of your client. What are they interested in? So there's so many different things they could be interested. But if you're looking for your ideal client, this is your dream client. That what are they interested in? If you could hand pick your dream client, what would it be in this particular, in your regular domestic bracket? What would they be interested in? They'd be interested in energy efficiency. Obviously, they'd be interested in solar or battery, off the grid. Ideally, if these were your domestic customers, you'd be saying, and you could not have picked a better client. What would they be interested in? Man, they'd be interested in solar. They'd be interested in energy efficiency. They'd be interested in all of this stuff that you would love to go to their site and upsell. They'd be interested in safety, like home safety. They'd be interested in security, They'd be interested in electronics. You know, they'd be interested in home automation, stuff like that. Are they married? Yeah, look, if you could pick it, you know, you'd much prefer the married guys because there's probably more earnings in the house, you know. Married. What are their values? They value people who are, they value hard work. They value quality. Because imagine, this is what you're trying to sell to. You would, if you could pick your ideal person, they value quality. They value cleanliness. Hope that's how you spell it. What else do they value? You know, they value locally owned. You know, locally owned companies. They value. You know, they've got family values, you know, stuff like that. You know, if you were religious, you would value, you know, and you wanted to attract clients who are also, you know, into religion, you would say, you know, value religion, stuff like that. So what sort of lifestyle do they live? They live a working lifestyle. You know, a family lifestyle. They live you know, they're working class families, you know, just let your mind run free. So what sort of things would they follow on Facebook? What would some of their interests be on Facebook? They'd be interested in pages about energy efficiency. You know, they'd be interested in pages about home improvement. You know, all of that sort of thing. And then, you know, or local businesses, you know, that's what and then we start, this is the big one. So what are the biggest challenges for these people? It's finding quality local contractors. Maybe their other biggest challenges are keeping family safe. I don't know. What are their challenges? You got to be thinking, what are their challenges? What challenge can I overcome for them that would set me apart from the rest? What are their challenges? What are their challenges? You know, having enough money, you know, that could be a challenge of theirs. You know, all these different things. What are their 5 biggest dreams? So like I've said before, most people are like 70% negatively wired by default. It's just freaking life, and it's just the way people are going these days, compared to 30% positive, people who would actually strive for positivity rather than just strive to stay out of negativity. So what are their biggest dreams? Well, they probably want to own their own home, right? That's a real quintessential Australian. Own their own home. I don't know, own a boat, you know, provide for their family, stuff like that. These are their dreams, you know, go on holiday. And of course, every single person in the world dreams about finding a quality local electrician. Okay, got to add that one in. What are their fears, right? This is a big one. They are scared of making a bad decision. Most people, when it comes to buying a product, they're not scared of the price, because any price could be a good price depending on the value. They're scared of making a bad decision and having people look poorly upon them for making that decision, you know? They're scared of making a bad decision. They're scared of being ripped off. Okay, 2 different things. Because you can make a bad decision and not be ripped off, but you can also make a good decision and be ripped off. So they're scared of being ripped off. They're scared of getting poor quality. You know, other things they're scared for. What are their biggest fears in their life? Like they're scared they can't provide for their family. You know, they're scared for so many things. So what are some of their short-term goals? These people want to, I don't know, save money. They want to save money. They want to, you know, what else? What are some of your ideal clients' short-term goals? So this is a domestic client, obviously. They want to, you know, improve their home. They, you know, they want to get those, you know, they want to make their house look nice. They want home improvement. They, you know, they're around the yard. They're always, you know, you can tell a homeowner from a home renter because their yards are generally nicer. You know, they take a little bit more care of their stuff. So you can, you know, you can go on and on, you know. You can put 5 or 6 of whatever else in there. So I hope, guys, this has given you a little bit more of a background of how the dream client identification form is filled out. You really want to narrow down on what your client wants, not what you want, what your client wants, what your ideal client. If you could just dream up, if you could, this is you just creating a list of what you would want so badly out of every client. If you could rock up all day to this one particular client, what would they look like? What would they be interested in? What would they hate? What would they, you know, and you just, this form is you just pouring it out on paper of what you wish every client who called you was interested in. Okay. So hopefully that is it. All right, guys. So this one is the low barrier to entry offer that I want to run you through to make sure that you understand it. So I'm going to share my screen. Bear with me. Low barrier to entry offer, share screen. Right. And that's not what we have. So I'm hoping this is turning up on the, yep, I've got a green hue around it, which I think means this is the one we're looking at. So creating my irresistible offer, right? Captivating title. So you're coming up for a title of your offer, something that people want to click on. So let's work from the basis of an electrician and what your offer might be, okay? So captivating title. Don't let your house burn down. You know, it's that simple. It could be, you know, or for maybe an aircon guy, you know, is your AC making your family sick? Oh my God, captivating. Right, financial investment, right? So I've swapped across to an aircon guy now, so I'll just stick with that, you know, $80, right? It's freaking no-brainer, okay? So this is to hydro, clean, and AC. Right, target market. When you go for the family sick one, you're actually targeting women, but we'll put male and female, okay? Age, look, 10-year max. So this is creating an offer for Facebook, right? So if you had to say, okay, who would be my irresistible offer for? I'm saying if we're talking about family sick, anyone over 50, more than likely the kids are a bit older, okay? So you're probably more looking for maybe 35 to 45, okay? If you wanted to stretch it out a little bit more, you could go to 30 to 50 if you want to try to cover more ground. But more than likely you're going to be 35 to 45. Let's just go 30 to 50 just to stay safe. I don't like going too large because you're trying to go to too many people. This is an irresistible offer that should be really irresistible to a decent size, but not too big of a size audience. So demographic, we're talking about middle class, domestic clients, you know, oh, that's misspelled, who cares? What are their interests? Again, this is an offer for them. It's not an offer for you. I'm not saying what are you interested in. You know, you're interested in making money, blah, 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 right? What do they want? They want to, now this crosses over to the other form that that there's another video about, or earlier in this video, which is the dream client identification template. And if you've already filled it out, this information should be easy because you've already done it before. Interests are health, safety, saving money, all of these sort of things that they're interested in with this offer. What interests does this offer particularly hit for them, right? Program delivery. Now, there's only one way. It's in person, okay? You're delivering this product in person. You're going to do this service for someone, okay? This isn't like me. See, this form is universal. So for me, if I was doing this form for my clients, I could be delivering my services like this online. I could be delivering it via video. I could be delivering it via podcast. I could be delivering it live, in person. I've got like 10 different ways I can deliver content, but for you, you're delivering it in person. You are going to their house to service their aircon, or inspect their switchboard, or inspect their roof, or inspect their driveway, or change over one light fitting or two light fittings, or whatever your irresistible offer is, okay? So package inclusions. So you're going to do a switchboard inspection, or for this one, we're going to do a hydro clean. Does it include any other kind of freaking 10-point safety check? I don't know, or 10-point health check. You know, that's a great one. Do the health check of your electrical system. You know, ensure your house isn't going to burn down. Don't tell me you couldn't get to a house and say, wow, you've got a lot of old dichroic downlights. Man, they're costing you so much money. Look how crap the light is. They rust out. You're changing the bulbs every freaking month. You know, why don't you go to these new energy efficiency lighting? Or you get to a house and you're hydro cleaning 2 or 3 splitties and you're saying, look, this one's getting old. It really is. And, you know, it may or may not be going to make the next summer. You know, here's at least a quote for you to think about before summer, you know, in getting this aircon changed over. Because if you wait to summer, then it's going to cost you about $300 or $400 more. If you do it now in winter, we're running great specials, blah, blah, blah. It's upsell, right? Key outcomes of this program: provide a service. You are going to be harvesting referrals. So you spell referrals, right? You're going to be harvesting referrals from each client. You're going to be getting reviews, right? These are the outcomes from the program. Actually, these should be outcomes for the client. Sorry, these aren't your outcomes. So they are getting good service. They are, sorry, I was doing what I tell my guys not to do, and that's make this about them. So you provide a service. Yeah, so that's the key outcomes of the program. So for me, if I was designing this again for you guys, for the tradies, I would be saying you're going to learn about the follow-up. You're going to be learning about low barrier to entry offers. You're going to be learning about client identification templates. You're going to be learning about this, this, and this, right? For your clients, they're going to be getting a service. They're going to be building a relationship with a contractor, right, which is you, with a contractor, right? So they're really just getting the service, right? Problems strategically left unsolved. So which is what I was talking about with the aircon before. So for your, air conditioning customers, what can you fix, but what are you leaving not fixed so they would want to continue to use you? So, your 10-point safety check or whatever it is doesn't include an infrared scan of the switchboard. Hey, while I'm here, would you like me to add an infrared scan of your switchboard for $49? Okay, It's that simple. Or, hey, while I'm here, whatever it is, this is your upsell that's not included in the original offer. Okay. So for the aircon, this does not include, checking the gas. Not that, dude, for an inverter these days, you don't really check the gas as long as it is working. It could include a lot. It could include, I don't know. That's probably, for this particular one, that's probably all you can not include. Your elevator pitch. An elevator pitch is meant to be short, 30 seconds or less. So this is just for you to get it on paper. So when people ring you and say, hey, what's involved in that aircon service? You can go, right, it is, it's a service to sanitize and protect the AC unit to save you money and to prolong the life of the AC unit. Done. Okay. And that's your short elevator pitch. So that is a little bit more about creating my irresistible offer. Now, I mean, this could be across so many different things, like all of my clients know we all come up with different irresistible offers. If you're an electrician, you've got like 3 or 4 ones that I can think of straight off the back. You can do an energy efficiency, audit on the house. You can do a switchboard safety audit. You can do, a safety check or a health check or whatever you want to call it, you think, to get the attention of your customers. So then if you're an electrician and you do agriculture, you could be doing a shed efficiency review. You could be doing a pump efficiency review. You could be doing, so many different things that you could be checking for, your agricultural clients. Commercial clients might want something different. Is your lighting causing fatigue in the workplace? Get a qualified lighting check to make sure that the lighting you're using isn't causing fatigue in the workplace. That's a big thing these days. So many things. If you're pest, now this is a big one for the pest guys, you could be, there's so many different things angles you can come from. Pool guys, lawn and garden care guys. I mean, for the lawn and garden care guys and the pool guys, most of your actual services cost under $100 for an average lawn mow and for an average pool service. So your main service is irresistible. If someone's got a pool, they have to freaking service it, If someone's got lawn, they can mow it themselves, or you're going to come up with an irresistible offer. So you're going to be maybe throwing in a weed spray or, throwing in every 5th or 10th lawn for free, something to be irresistible. And you go through the same process, What if you, every single time you just run through the same process for creating the offers that will go onto Facebook. So these are designed to get some clarity around your Facebook advertising. And that's what it all comes back to, because the more you can come focused on your clients' needs rather than your own, is the more successful you'll be. Okay, so that is low barrier to entry offer. I will stop my screen share. I'm hoping that shared the right document. So, guys, that is a little bit more detail on your low barrier to entry offer and your ideal client. So hopefully that gives you some clarification, lads. And you can use that to create offers in the future that will be attractive, and you'll have an advantage over guys who don't even fucking think of this stuff. When they just dabble into Facebook advertising, they've got no idea how to target. Now you've got an idea of who to actually target. So when interest, you can put in home improvement, energy efficiency lighting, boom, 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 all these things. And at the end, it spits you out 1,000 people in your town that are interested in all of those things. And your figures and your return will just go up and up and up. The numbers of your audience will come down, but your return will go up. All right, guys, hopefully this has given you some information that is useful for not only now, but in the future. All right, guys, see you later.